Hey everyone, welcome back to the Visually Stunning Movie Podcast. I'm Mark, that's Ryan. Hi Ryan.
Hello.
Opening tomorrow or later tonight, depending on what time zone and when you listen to this. Austin Butler caught stealing.
Yes.
It's a Columbia picture, I believe, from Darren Aronofsky, which doesn't normally do normal kinds of movies. Is that fair to say? You're
Yes.
probably more versed in his
Yeah, actually,
filmography than I am.
yeah. There was, I had forgotten a couple of the films that he had actually directed. I'd forgotten that he had done Noah because that's a very on film, Darren Aronofsky film. Anyway, but yes, he's done I think 9 films.
Yeah, and like I've seen a few.
I've seen them all.
I have not seen them all. I've seen enough. I mean, I've seen it. I vaguely remember The Fountain. Uh, again, Mother. If you want to go back and listen to that episode where we talked about it, I believe my end result was I think I liked it, but I can't tell you why. He does lots of stuff. This would it be out of bounds for me to say that this is a fairly conventional film?
No, I don't think that would be out of bounds, particularly for him. Um, So no, it actually to me feels like an American version of a Guy Ritchie film. Um,
Yes, I hadn't thought of that, but
um,
yes,
with one very British character, obviously in this one, um,
yes.
uh, but yeah, so yeah, it's fairly conventional, I guess, action thriller is where it would fall.
Crime. Yeah, they call it a dark comedy thriller. But it's a pretty straightforward crime drama.
Yeah,
Um, little mistaken identity, a little mistaken identity ish.
yeah. Well,
Um,
wrong guy, wrong place.
yeah, wrong guy, wrong place.
Although he happens to live there, so that makes it all the
Right. All he wanted was the cat food.
yes,
Really, this
yes,
started because he needed to get the cat some food.
yes.
But so the cast again: Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz is his girlfriend, Regina King is a cop,
Hmm.
Griffin Dunn is his boss. I could not have picked Griffin Dunn out of a lineup in this movie.
Sure.
Uh,
That's fair.
I'm just pointing that out. Um, one of the bar regulars, I love his name is Amtrak. I just think that's great.
Hmm.
Matt Smith, formerly known as the 11th Doctor.
Yes.
Uh, and then some Russian folks and Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. Yes.
Bad Bunny is in this. So yeah, so we've got some. Oh, and then of course we have Vincent D'Onofrio and Liev Schreiber,
Yes.
who played the Hebrews, the rabbis,
Yes.
the Orthodox Jews, who are also gangsters, which just is great. But we have until late, we're not actually sure who is working with who's working against whom,
Sure. There's
how
a
many
lot of kind of
factions there
yeah,
are.
a lot of misdirections,
Yes.
which is necessary, I think.
Yeah. Um, I don't. I think the cast is great. I think they play wonderfully
Sure.
in this little sandbox that we have. I don't think it's as smart as a lot of Guy Ritchie's films because I think Ritchie's more invested in his crime and making all of the intricacies work. Where this is just more of a where's the money kind of movie. And it really is, it does boil down to being that simple is where's the money?
Yeah.
Whereas Ritchie tends to layer a lot of things
Sure.
in his movies, which I love, by the way. Again, the cast, they perform really well. They play well in the sandbox. I don't think the movie's as smart as it needs to be, but it never drags. Even when our lead is laid up in a hospital, there's always something going on, which is nice, but it's never over busy, which is another line you can cross. So generally speaking, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know how after, I mean, I know that we gave comments Tuesday when we saw it. I don't know if the last 48 hours have crystallized your thoughts on it or not. But where were you in it, and then where are you now?
I don't think it's a bad movie, but I do think it's probably the least interesting Aronofsky film. It might be my least favorite of all his films.
Because it's the least Aronofsky of his films.
Well, Noah falls into that as well, and that, but it just didn't really do anything for me. And I think the problem is if you go back and we look at Requiem for a Dream, is you have irredeemable characters who were never asked to really feel sympathy for. It's kind of this year long for this terrible journey. I feel like Austin Butler's character in this film is to blame for everything that he is supposed that like every bad decision in his life or every bad thing that's happened in his life is his fault. And I think making him the someone said he's a charismatic lead. I think he's an absolutely uncharismatic character. I think everything that he whines about and that he misses in life, and this is a theme throughout the film, is it's his fault. And so at no point do I really ever feel any sort of sympathy for him. Um, so
Well,
it's I just couldn't get into him as a character. Zoe Kravitz's character I like quite a bit.
but we
Um,
don't learn enough about her.
but we don't really get a lot of her. The gun-toting rabbis are interesting, but we don't get a lot of them.
No, but
Um,
again, that's the movie I want to watch.
so to me, he's picked maybe the least interesting character in this film and made it the lead character.
Well,
Um, I never cared enough for it to be that entertaining for me.
you're right in that a lot of the bad stuff that happened to him up to where the movie comes in is
Well, I
entirely
mean,
his fault.
but there's even it's all it's even when he loses the particular thing, it's because he made
Well,
bad
because he's an
decisions.
alcoholic.
And everything stems from him making bad decisions.
Yeah, I hate to hold that one, but I mean, the only reason he's in the position he's in is because he's doing his neighbor a favor. And then
Sort of.
well, yeah, he's kind of forced to do the neighbor a favor, but I mean, he's really not going to not do that favor. So it's just a weird. I see what you're saying, but I think he is also, he starts the movie trying to do the right thing, but it completely backfires. And everything he does after that, yeah, he makes a lot of the wrong choices, but he's caught in this thing that he doesn't know how to get, because he doesn't know what it is, so he doesn't know how to get out of it. So I'm not a fan of the name. Look, let's be clear. Okay, so this movie is set in 1998 in New York City for no reason other than it can be.
Well, it's so you can have some soundtrack choices.
I guess, but that's it. That's the only reason this thing needs to be set in 1998. There's no, I mean, the baseball thing aspect of it could be adjusted to reflect now. New
Sure.
York is still New York.
Well, I guess they did. There are some particular baseball events that really aren't that important to the
Right.
story that are touched on numerous times. And my guess would be they kept it because that's when the book had it that way.
And it
And
was
there was
adapted by the author. Yeah. So
so,
that's the only reason this movie is even set in 1998. So, but like I said, I think it's fun. I don't think it's overly long. It's not overly smart, but it's complex enough to where you have to figure it out. But when they finally give you the answers, you're not like kicking yourself for not getting it. All of it. So it's just kind of fun, really. Is all.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair, and you know, one of our uh, other critics, Caitlin, did mention that, you know, if this wasn't a Darren Aronofsky film, would I be softer on it? Would I be less disappointed? And yes, that's probably true. Um, that when you have a body of work that is
Is a thing.
distinct and whatnot, when you feel like they've missed the mark, I think it does hurt all the more, I guess, or that does come back to bite you. But I think that happens. I think you'll find that with every director and with
That's a
any
little
sort of
unfair to
established.
pigeonhole them like that.
I'm not. No, I mean, if you compare his films, there's not necessarily a lot of, you know, The Fountain is not Requiem for a Dream, is not Pi, is not The Whale, is not
Mm.
whatever. Yeah, he has worked. Uh, you know, Variety, Black Swan is, you know, I mean, usually yes, it's a little dark. But this is a little dark.
Yeah,
The dark element is not the issue here. I think the element here, the issue for me is that the story wasn't as compelling as I would like it to have been.
and that's fair. That's fair. Um, so not to overly, we don't want to belabor the point. So it's fine, but it's not a typical Aronofsky movie. So if you're looking for a typical Aronofsky movie, you're not getting one.
Yeah,
Um,
and if you don't like Aronofsky and but you want, you know, I mean, Mother was not a film for everybody.
do
You know, and this is nothing like that film, really.
right?
Um, So if it looks interesting to you, you know, it's not a bad film. I just had a hard time really caring about anything that was going on.
Right. It's probably closer to heck, I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know where
Yeah, I don't even know what the
it's
closest.
different. It's different than his other stuff, and that's fine.
Yeah,
It just wasn't as good as some of his other stuff.
there you go.
Uh,
But it's still worth seeing.
sure.
It's not going to win the box office. It's not going to win any awards.
No, but I mean, if you want to, I mean, I don't know if you've seen The Wrestler. The Wrestler is he
I,
is a great film. I don't know. He's got
I've been meaning
some.
to.
He has some fantastic films, and this just ends up on the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah. So there you go. That is Darren Aronofsky's Caught Stealing with Austin Butler and a cast of a dozen. Uh, Good cast, good solid performances.
Good
Again,
cast. Yeah, many of them
but it's
underused.
limited by probably the script.
Yes.
So there you go. That's in theaters Friday, the 29th of August. So check it out if you can. We've got more stuff to watch. We've got stuff to watch next week, which we will be getting to. But until we do, don't forget to like us, follow us on social media, go to the website, vsmoviepodcast.com. And you'll get links to all our written stuff, most of our links to the audio direct channel on YouTube if you're on YouTube and whatnot. Let us know how you think we're doing. If we missed a movie you want to know what we thought of, hit us up and we will see if we can't get to that for you. Till we talk to you again, be good, stay safe. I'm Mark. That's Ryan. Bye, Ryan.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.